Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork you will not get anywhere else. Second to last Monday of March, and you already know before we get into the Make Your Move Monday kickoff question, gotta give a shout out to the city, the hometown, the DMV. Shout out to the Maryland Terrapins, baby. Sweet 16. This is anytime this is where we get to talk our shit. As a football guy, it's hard to really talk your shit when you're living in a place like Florida and you have people in Georgia and, they got the football names. But see, when it comes to the basketball world, this is where the DMV, people from the DMV, sports people from the DMV, so we get to talk our shit. This is where we get to talk our shit. Something in the Water. Go look it up. Go look up documentary Something in the Water to know just why I say it with conviction, I say it with confidence, and I say it because it is the damn truth. Say what you want about New York, Philly, Indiana, say whatever it is you want about them. DMV puts out the best basketball players, all right? So that's two out of my three teams have made the Sweet 16 again. Like I said yesterday, Georgetown, man, we got to get it right. Georgetown Hoyas got to get it right, because when it comes to my main college basketball team, I can't front like, Michigan and Maryland are my main teams because they're in the Sweet 16. When it comes to my main basketball team, it's the Hoyas all day. I'm one of those honest people when it comes to my fans or the teams that I cheer for. Georgetown Hoyas, that's my main basketball team. So it's nice to see Maryland and Michigan doing well, but the Hoyas, man, when it comes to this year, I can't really talk my shit the way I really want to talk my shit without the Hoyas in the big dance or getting themselves relevant, all right? So that's what I got to say about that. So it's going to be cool to see Michigan and Maryland take on these number one seeds. I'm going to be looking for a bar where the Gators fans like to hang out to watch the Terrapins tear up into some of that ass. Next day, Michigan tear up into some Auburn ass. Taking over, by the way, two SEC teams. Are we actually seeing a Big Ten takeover, both football and basketball? So that's what I got to say about that. And that being said, actually brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought, which, as I mentioned before, is the Make Your Move Monday kickoff question. The question is, what is your big domino? Not the dominoes as in pizza, but the domino like the game where you stack up a bunch of the little chips and one knocks down and everything just falls down. What is your big domino when it comes to your business? What is the one deal, the one thing that you can do that's going to take care of so many other problems? And I got to tell you, I'll dive deeper into this today on the live stream. And there's also an article that should be out as we speak about this concept. But when you think about having a big domino, you really got to focus on your high ticket offers. You really got to leave those small ticket offers, the things you have like the books and the little products that you may be selling for $20, $30, and you really got to think about what are you selling that's four figures, 5-figure plus deals that are going to land you the clients that are going to come back, so you're able to have the money to again make those small ticket items actually relevant. And you got to figure out what that big domino is. Now again, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that it's an easy thing to figure out. It is not. It's an incredibly challenging task to figure out what that big domino is. It's going to require me an entire week of really kind of talking about the concept and touching on the concepts in terms of how you get coaching, how you fail forward, how you have faith in certain plans and certain ideas, and how you really, really have to believe and work your idea to the point where it becomes a part of you, because it's so important when you're thinking about the strategic moves and the strategic partnerships and the strategic things that you're doing in your business. It really is important that you set your dominoes up and you set your things up in a way that everything knocks down. And then I'll tell you mine for myself. My big domino would be me being a play-by-play announcer for major college football games. This fall, next fall, whenever the contract lands, me being in that position, I get to talk about the game of football, and I use the game of football to serve the business clients that I look to serve, because I'm teaching them certain parts of the game that can align with their business. So my big domino, I'm telling you mine as I'm asking the question, my big domino would be me to be one of the play-by-play announcers or a GM for a major college football team. One of those two things. And as you can see, I'm making the moves in order to land that position. If you go check out Film Session Saturday, a lot of live streams that I do now and the things I'm working towards now, my actual digital footprints on the internet. So again, we'll dive deeper into all that in a second here, in about an hour and a half now. Seeing that we're going to be starting the live streams a little earlier today, seeing that the kids are on spring break. Again, question is, Make Your Move kickoff question is, what is your big domino? And follow-up question is, what are you doing? What are you doing to make it so you're focusing on that big domino, cutting that deal, and making it so you're able to move forward in a positive way that's going to get you the results you deserve. Again, main website to check out to dive deeper into everything I'm doing, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Check it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.